Hey, Jen, how's it going today?
Hey, it's going great. The sun is shining. It's like 52 degrees. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
having a I'm having a great day.
Oh, good. Good, good,
How are
good. We're,
you?
we're, we're supposed to get that weather tomorrow, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I'm great. I'm
Yay, it's
great.
awesome.
So today we wanted to talk a little bit about cooking because we have a long history of cooking together.
Oh yeah.
We with varying degrees of success. We we have
Yeah.
we have we come from a long line of good bakers in particular, right?
Oh yes,
Um,
absolutely.
we got
Going back to when we were kids, we got that love from Grams. Grams and
yes,
Grams. They both were excellent cooks. Grams was a wonderful baker, and we used
yeah.
to spend. We were so blessed to have live in the same small town,
Hmm.
and we'd go there and we'd have baking projects. I'd stay them for at least one night, oftentimes the whole weekend. And Grams would have little baking projects. That she taught me how to make cream puffs and all kinds of just fun, delicious stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
She and I,
that's where I think we got our love for it.
yeah, and I mean, I started early on doing box mixes, box cake mixes, and I'd make them in a 9 by 13 pan and frost them or whatever, like as young as the age of 7 or 8. Yeah.
Do you
Oh, you
remember
know
your
where we're
first?
going. I know. So, yeah. So Graham had this box of 4 minute fudge, right? And she had bought this box of fudge, and she I was 8 years old. She gave it to me and said, "Here, take this home and make it. I brought it. I'm not going to make it. So you take it and you make it in the box." Well, I thought she said you bake it in the box. So it was one of those things where you take the mix out and you take the top off the box and then it's kind of foil lined. So I read the instructions far enough to see how much butter and whatever else I had to put in it. And I heated it on the stove the way I was supposed to, got the sugar to dissolve, whatever. And I opened up the box with the foil liner and I put the fudge in the box. And all my cakes were baked on 350, so I turned the oven on to 350. I put the box in the oven, and I set the timer for 4 minutes. Don't choke. And at 3 minutes, I decided I was going to peek, right, and see how I was doing. And I opened the oven door, and the cardboard box had flattened, and the chocolate fudge was all over the bottom of the oven. And I thought my life was over. I thought
Yeah,
my
I did
life was
too.
over. I
It
went
was because
downstairs.
it was a new oven
Oh
because
yeah, it
the
was a brand new
old
oven,
one
brand
the old
new.
one had died.
Right, it was a brand new oven, brand new stove, and I had to go downstairs and tell mom that I had made a mess, a giant bubbling chocolate mess in the bottom of her brand new stove. And when would tell the story, she would say she felt like she was some kind of ogre because I came down. I was clearly terrified to tell her what had happened, which, given the way we grew up, is not an unrealistic fear.
Right,
But
right.
anyway, so she comes up and she actually was quite cool about it because she thought,
That's
I have a brand new self cleaning oven. This is no problem. So, and she used to tell the story like mother, like daughter. She didn't read the instructions either. So she just, you're supposed to, scoop all the stuff out and then you turn it up to
yeah.
2000 degrees on
Wipe
self
it
cleaning.
out, clean it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
as
yes,
much as
yes.
you can beforehand. But no, she didn't do
Right.
that.
No, she did not do that. And so she just turned the self cleaning function on, took the flattened cardboard out, turned the self cleaning function on, and proceeded to cremate the fudge remnants and shoot them out the back pipe of the stove.
It looked like our house
Filled
was on
filled the
fire.
house with smoke.
Black smoke. I mean, sugar
Yes,
produces black smoke.
yes.
How do I
Who
know
knew?
this?
Who knew?
Oh, it was
So
horrible.
it was terrible. We did get to go out to eat for dinner that night, which was unusual in those days. Really unusual.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like did
So
never do that. So yeah.
so it was, yeah. So that was one of my more auspicious beginnings. And then as I got a little older, you would want to join me in the kitchen.
I wanted to be
And
your
that
sous chef.
You just wanted to be with me because you loved me.
Did.
And I was sort of a lot to deal with in those days. I remember,
and I was your biggest fan.
You were. I know you were so willing. You just wanted to be with me.
In your glow.
Oh, you're so sweet. I did not deserve you. I have very vivid memories though of making like chocolate chip cookies in the kitchen. I'd say, okay, all right, we're gonna make the cookies, and you can stir this in. You could have this little job, And so I would turn my back, and I would look around again, and you'd be using the wrong spoon. The wrong spoon.
Goodness.
I can remember coming over and ripping the spoon out of your hand. What are you doing? That's the wrong spoon.
It was a wooden spoon.
No, it's not the right spoon. Because I was wound so tight, right? I was trying to be perfect. I had this idea of everything had to be done just so. And if I could do everything just so, I would be safe. I wouldn't get in trouble. I wouldn't, So
blow up the stove.
Right, blow up the stove. So I can remember you wanting to cook with me and me saying, okay, but essentially, I'm going to control every little thing that you do, and if you do it wrong, I will let you know. So,
and I got to wash the dishes. Hey.
Oh yes, how could we forget? Yes, perfect sous chef duties.
That was my main job. Yeah,
it was.
Here, wash this.
It was.
Okay. Can I lick it first? No.
No, I wasn't that bad.
You can lick it. You can lick it.
Yes, you can lick it, but then you better make it clean when you're done. So as we moved in through time, and I was trying to, when I was in college, we were young adults, we were just getting married because we both got married pretty young. That's when we were trying to shift things in our relationship. And so we came to visit you, your first Thanksgiving that you were married down in Nashville.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I remember very deliberately.
You were so broke.
Yeah. Well, weren't we all, We
had to wait until payday, which was Thanksgiving morning, to go get the groceries to make Thanksgiving dinner.
So we actually sat on the floor of your kitchen, waiting for the boys to come back with the paycheck and the groceries that they bought with the paycheck. And I remember that I had planned that I was trying to show you was a new me, right? I'm trying to be a new sister to you in this relationship. So I had planned I was going to come down and I was going to be your sous chef. You could tell me what to do. And I told you that was my Thanksgiving gift to you. You get to tell me what to do. And
I was a little lost, really.
Well, I was dying because I'm like, oh my God, it's noon. And we don't even have food, let alone pies baked.
We don't have the turkey ready.
We got nothing. Oh. But we were just, just shooting the breeze, waiting for the boys to come back. And that's when the real fun started.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing we had to get done was the pies, right? I think we did the pies first. Yeah. And you were awesome. And I made you do the dishes.
Yes. Way too much fun, right?
So much fun. It was. So, yeah. And we had, oh my gosh, and so Matt, of course, my husband loves to cook. And so he was in the middle of it too, slicing and dicing and getting stuff ready for the stuffing.
Something just came through on my phone. Great. Keep going. Keep going.
So anyway, we were all, and Jim was helping, of course, and so we were all doing different food prep stuff in this kitchen it was a remodeled travel lodge, so it had like this much counter space between the stove and the sink. So we were working on the little drop leaf dining room table that we had was kind of our work.
You were trying to prep there.
Remember that maple leaf?
Yep.
The kids have that now. So anyway, that was our prep area, which wasn't that big. But we got, it was so much fun. And I remember the really exciting part was when Matt, somebody put a pot on the stove. It was one of those little Pyrex, because of course
No. Wait, you're missing a key piece. The first part was the squash.
Yes.
You forgot about the squash.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You
Squash.
tell about the
All
squash.
right. So we're having squash, a mix of zucchini and yellow summer squash. We're just gonna, boil it, not boil it. What am I talking? Steam
Or
it.
steam
Steam it.
it or saute it.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So in our house, we were raised that a pot never goes on the stove until it's ready to go. So her husband Matt chopped up the squash. Your husband Matt chopped up the squash and put it in the pot and put it on the stove.
Yes.
And with no water, thinking I'll put the water in there before I turn the burner on. And you came along behind and said a pot on the stove is ready to go.
It's ready to go. Turn the burner on.
Turn the burner on. We're like, smoke. Where's the fire?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we scorched that.
Yes.
And so that was a mess. So then we had some frozen peas.
Yeah.
So
that was
okay.
that was it.
We'll just,
that was like, this is the only other vegetable we have. We have got potatoes and peas. We'll have peas. A lot of starch, but that's okay. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Okay. So we'll do peas. So then there was put the pot on, and this was a little Pyrex. So we were running out of pots because we didn't have very many pots, right?
It was a glass Pyrex bowl. Like baking dish.
Well, yeah, like a baking dish. But you could use them on the stove. And so anyway, so they're on a low on the stove, and they had water in it. And
brought the water to a boil.
Somebody brought the water to the and then put the frozen peas in it, and it caused the thing to explode. It was bad.
It was bad.
No. Well,
I will never forget that. Though the water boiling in the bowl, and he threw the frozen peas like, boom! Just
it was like a bomb. It was like a small bomb. It was oh my god. But the turkey had already been in the oven, so that was awesome. And it came out, and it was
we had turkey and pie. What more do you need, right?
I know, and potatoes. We had potatoes, and it was an experience.
It was our first holiday as a foursome. And it was a team effort.
It was. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And so we still laugh about because this was like I said, a little travel lodge. So we had like the little living room area, which had our couch and our dining room table and our buffet that we had our dishes in and anyway, and then our bedroom. Our bed was in the other side with the bathroom off.
With the kitchen this big in the middle.
Kitchen tiny, and then tiny kitchen, like a bathroom size kitchen, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. And our cat Boo Boo, and you brought Max, your cat.
Yes.
And we really didn't have any floor space or place to put anybody, so we had a queen size water bed back in the day.
Really jiggly, waterbed.
So we slept like cordwood, the four of us, sideways,
widthwise in the bed. One night the guys were in the middle and the girls were on the end, and the other night the girls were in the middle and the guys were on the end. And I woke up with bruises on my shins from hitting the side of the floor because my feet were sticking off the end.
Oh my gosh!
Oh Lordy, yeah. So
and
that wasn't just
running races, chasing each other all night long
in that tiny space. Yeah. So it wasn't just a cute culinary adventure. It was an adventure all the way around.
It was of togetherness.
Yeah. The one fortuitous thing was we actually did cover the pies because there was so little floor space for even the cats to run around that they were running on the furniture, and they actually, when we got out the next day, there was. We had paw prints in the pumpkin pie through over the plastic, right? It was still edible, but they would have gone right through it if we hadn't covered them.
We didn't have fridge room. This fridge was so small, so we put the pies on the buffet, and we had the sense to wrap them. We did that. Yes. Thank goodness. So that was quite a memorable.
But
weekend.
But it was memorable because it was a different dynamic for you and me, and also because it was even with the disasters that we had such a great time, right? It was so lighthearted.
It was so much fun, and we laughed a lot.
We did.
Which wasn't something that at that time that we'd had a lot of that experience in our relationship. So
yeah. Yeah.
It really did. I think it was the beginning of the changing of our dynamics, definitely.
Yeah. It
So,
was one of those key moments.
yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Good memories.
Thanks for sharing, Jen.
Yes, Ronnie, I'm so glad we shared that memory. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Good to
I
see you
love you.
again. I love you
Good
too.
to good to see you.
Take
And
care,
so
everyone.
we're going to tell
What?
them about our Heart and Soul Sisters
Oh,
website
yes.
if
Yes,
anybody
yes,
wants to
yes.
contact us.
Yes, absolutely.
So
We have,
you can reach us. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you can leave feedback here on YouTube um, or Facebook, but you also can go to our website and you can check out our podcast there, www.heartandsoulsisters.net, all spelled out. And at the beginning of the video here, there's a little placard that shows all the ways to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and so forth. So love to hear your feedback, and if you have something you
We
want to
sure
hear
would.
us talk about, we're up for that too, aren't we? We're open for suggestions.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. All right. Well, take care,
Awesome.
folks. Wishing
Yes.
you love and light.
And many blessings. Bye.